Now where the audio's on. Good day, folks. It's a beautiful day here. It's actually kind of chilly. It's a little chilly and cloudy and not that nice. And I'm going to go cut the lawn after this, so I'm going to put on a jacket to cut the lawn. It's kind of ridiculous, but today is actually Wednesday. This is yesterday. And we are doing this beforehand because Michelle and Chris are going out of town and we need one of them to do the experimental show with me. And Sam's here now because Sam is tech support if you're new to the show. She is here because we're doing a sweet virtual wine event collaboration with a wine company in Nantucket. So that's going to be a really good time tonight. We're going to make a couple wine glasses, talk about wine a little bit, talk about the certain pour, white, red, the whole deal, and it should be a pretty good time. I'm going to get to taste a little on the show, which is pretty rare, but might see us get crazy because of that. I don't know. But if you watched that last night, let us know in the chat as you're watching today. I hope everyone's having a great day, middle of the day here. We know that 90% of people watch this after the fact, the Annealer reveal, because it's in the middle of the day, and it's a work day for us, and it's a work day for most other people, depending on what country you're in. But that's why we're not too bothered about pre-recording this. But the reason we do these shows, and again, if you're new to what's going on here at the Glass Academy, Tuesday night it was show 160, and we did our first one-of-a-kind, one-off snail featured product table. We also had a custom order, and we made 2 mini snails on the show. We had another custom order, and we had a warmer-upper. And I'm here right now to show you guys after all that glass cooled down from 2,000 degrees to room temperature. It has to happen overnight. You force it to because it just cools so fast that it'll explode that these are the final pieces. They're lukewarm, I can hold them, they're not gonna sizzle my fingertips, and all the colors are true and poppin'. This color definitely looked different while it was on the pipe. The recycle looked different. The white, this guy looked pretty much how it was gonna look. A little bit different in the mini guys, but we get an opportunity to hold them, take a look up close in the camera. I'm gonna give you guys some close-up shots of each of these pieces because they turned out amazing. So the first one was, and right now I would check the comments, and if anybody's out there that's somehow able to get into the streaming world right here and say hello to me a day earlier, then you're a pretty incredible person. So right now my screen's blank, but if you guys were here, I'd be naming off names and everything would be going smooth. As it is now, it kind of feels like it's calmer, like something's different, but it's the same amount of energy, same amount of loudness in the shop here. The warmer-upper was a pretty good warmer-upper for the wine event tonight, really, and this is a piece made by Chris that came out super clean. It's super minimalist and super tight, beautiful optics in the glass, and the blue is popping in the sunlight. It's absurd. And what I wanted to really show off is what I was talking about on the show is notice the transparency and the almost clearness up here at its thinnest point at the lip of the glass. And then as you come down into the stem, this is the thickest part of the whole piece right here. You see that blue really popping out of the glass. And then you come down to the foot, and you can also see a great shade of deep blue as well. So you get a ton of variation through the thicknesses and the thinnesses of the glass. And that's what's really cool about recycled glass and about, I mean, clear glass too. Really any transparent glass that you can notice these thicknesses and you see the optics of the light coming through the glass, it's a really beautiful effect. At the same time, it's difficult for the glass blower because you notice every little imperfection or every little edge or lack of perfect twist here up in the top of the glass. So for someone to do something in all clear or all recycle and have it turn out as clean as it is a pretty high feat and a pretty fancy thing. So check it out up close. Take a look at the detailed shot here. That stem's perfectly angled. Look at the ball in the middle, the way that blue changes. It's almost more like a turquoise in the middle. And then getting up to that top part, you've got a much deeper blue. And then, of course, we're getting really transparent up here. This is just a beautiful piece with the simple hands. Chris said, hey, do we want to put some handles on top of these guys on the side here? Some extra handles here, some pinch bits, and I was looking at it and thought it just didn't really need it, and it was super clean and minimal and really tasty. So we left it like that. That's a really beautiful piece. It's proportionate. It's not too tall that it's super delicate that you got to worry about knocking it over. The foot is exactly the same width as the lip of the glass. That's good proportions, and it's a beautiful shape for using. This could be a beautiful functional wine glass. This piece was actually for sale. We put this one up on the show, and whoever purchases it will know by looking at the stamp here, or not the stamp, the signature on the bottom, that this was made show number 160. There's your GA stamp, there's your show number. And so when you're drinking out of this, talking with people about this handmade glass, and they say, where'd you get that? You can pull up the YouTube video and actually watch it being made, which is pretty cool. So then we went into, we had our warmer-upper, then we went into the slimy land of Snailville. And this was the jumbo one we made. This guy's serious. And right here I actually got this is Michelle's favorite. She's taking this home, clear with gold iridescence, but I'll show the scale here next to these guys. That's our regular size that we did all the pre-orders for. And look at the way this guy's weighting down the table, turning it sideways. This guy is thick. He's got a lot of slime built up in his frontal section, his frontal region. And he's got a beautiful gold spiral twist coming down the entirety of his shell. Super cool. One of the cleanest. They just keep getting better and better. One of the cleanest snails we've made. Look at the look. Super intense, super old. This almost screams like years of being a snail, like thousands. He's like 1,050 is his year, his age. Look at the way that spirals down into the center. It's just so tight. Super slimy back here, goes up onto the shell a little bit. This guy is one serious son of a gun. So that was a custom order for Diane. That's the first custom order snail we've done on the live feed show, and it was a large one, obviously. Pretty darn sweet, pretty one of a kind, I would say. She picked out a large one she liked the shape of, and she picked out a medium one she liked the size of, and we combined those two pieces, made a custom order for her, and she watched it being made. Now this one is signed on the bottom, but it's white, so it's really hard to see the signature. When you move the light just right, you can see it says Custom 2022 Show 160 on there, but until some dirt gets rubbed up in there from all the slime, it's not going to be as visible as, say, this wine glass was. So that was sweet, Diane. Congratulations on another beautiful custom. Diane's been a long-time customer of ours, as has her sister, and it's pretty beautiful having people like that around the shop and online. Moving along, Chris made Tanya's Artist Choice. And I gotta say, this is my favorite piece of 2022 that Chris has made. On the show or elsewhere, this piece turned out incredible. Super clean, super tight. It's an older style of piece, vase they used to make back in the day, but it's got a new shape, the cylindrical tall shape, and the colors are completely different than previously used. And what we were talking about on the show is we had spots on there, and you can see how those white spots, the thickness of them right here, how they are, but then look at the way they trailed off and got thinner right there. And on the other side, look at the way they get all skinny on us. Look at that down there. You got the iridescent deep gold, almost looks like a blue sheen to the glass. Matches really well with that pine green, that deep forest green. And this thing is just really blinging. It's got some serious weight to it because of all the thickness here, but I also love the variance in thickness of each band and the organicness of each one. It's just, it's super organic and super uniform at the same time. It's a beautiful contrast of the two. And that is honestly really clean. Super clean. So Tanya, you got another beautiful one for the collection. That's Tanya's got quite a few of Chris's at this point, and she's got, be curious to know what her top 3 of Chris's are perhaps. But certainly from what he's made, this is one of my favorite pieces here. Super intentionally designed and really beautiful. So well done on that one, Chris, and congratulations, Tanya, on a really beautiful piece. That's a really clean one. Then to finish the show off, we did 2 mini snails. Chris did one and I did one, and they almost just slimed right off of there. But here they are. You got Chris's right here. Same color design as those bands on that vase. Give it to me, baby. Come on. There it is. Look at that little slime trail. Got the tobacco color on there. A little bit of iridescence, some texture. You can see some waves in the shell and the way it turns back around. That guy's just super clean. GA stamp on the bottom because too tiny to stamp on the backside. This is mine that I made, the other little guy. He's gonna focus up right now, but look at the way the light's refracting in there before it focuses. Boom. Look at that guy. My hands are shaking from boxing last night. My hands never shake. That's my favorite color combo. We did finish the set of 6 for the website. Within the next 2 weeks, we're gonna have our professional photographer come in here and take beautiful photographs of all 6 of those and get them on the website and get them looking good. So you can see what our 6 favorite and a mix of what the fan favorites were of the pre-orders are, and see those on the website. And then hopefully going forward each year, we're going to have a new style, hit the website, 6 new colors, so you can kind of start to collect your snails each year. Pretty happy with this product. It's another one of the Glass Academy originals. It's going to be around for a long time, and clearly you guys are pretty happy with it too, so we appreciate everyone that went through with the pre-orders, everyone that purchased customs. The customs are going to be opened up for now. If you're interested in getting a custom, I've totally finalized the pricing and the style and the way we're going to do customs for the snails going forward. So send me an email, and before we'll probably send out a letter to confirm, or maybe make a post on social media about the final call and if there's going to be a shortened amount of time. I wanted to do something special for custom orders for maybe people who wanted to add one into their collection right off the bat, and do maybe like a week-long special for custom order snails, and then after that they'll drop down into their traditional pricing. So we'll see how that goes. Stay tuned on social media for that. We'll let you know. But so far, so good. Everything's going really smooth, and hope you guys are doing amazing out there. That's the Annealer reveal. We're going to talk to you on Sunday. Tune in for some crazy action. We did rocket ships last week, and Michelle and I are just going to get crazy this week. And I really suggest Sunday and or Monday before the Tuesday show, get up to date on what we were experimenting with in the shop, because I'm pretty sure we're going to be showing you another new product that's going to be hitting the shelves once everything gets prototyped and put together. So you want to join us for that. Catch you guys later on. Have a beautiful evening, and we'll talk to you on Sunday.